Let's burn this breeze.
Wait, you're the Traveler in Paimon!
Whoa, you know us? Huh. Wait, but did we even tell anyone we were coming to the Collective of Plenty?
Oh, you didn't know? Coach Yan-san said she invited you to our tribe, so I came out here to wait for you while I did some and now you're actually—
Surely we're not that big of a deal.
You're the heroes who— I've been so excited to meet you ever since Coach Yan-san told me you might be coming.
Oh, yeah! The name sounds familiar. During the Abyss invasion, we asked Yan-san if the Collective of Plenty needed any help, but she said—
Not really. It was all Uncle Akatl. All I did was clear out a few monsters. Just thinking about the invasion gives me chills even now. But that's in the past. The Collective of Plenty fared pretty well, all things considered. Come on. I'll take you to our camp.
Great, let's go!
Oh, just a heads up. The volcano sometimes sends rocks crashing into this area. We call them pulverite. Oh, here's one. Want to give it a try?
Not in a million years!
You can use your shoulders if you want. Or your feet. Or even your head.
That doesn't change anything!
Hey, there's another one over there. Want to give it a try?
Huh? What's this wooden plank doing here?
Oh, it's a piece of training equipment. I use it all the time.
Training equipment?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain. Let me show you instead. Here goes nothing. And she sticks the landing!
Whoa! You jumped over that huge gap just—
Oh, no. Anyone can do it with a bit of practice. You made it across without any training at all. That's a lot more incredible than anything I can do.
Oh, well, Paimon can fly, but... About what you told us earlier, you're saying a gigantic rock could crush us at any moment?
Well, not at any moment. It's a pretty rare phenomenon. Many adventurers come here and never even get to see it, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Yeah, okay. It's not like we're that unlucky. Oh, come on! Seriously?
Don't be scared. Just charge straight at it.
What? Thanks for that. I can't believe you smashed something that big in a single hit.
It was nothing. Hilichurls? It's too much of a hassle to deal with them. Let's just ram straight through.
Try and stop me!
I think we can call that a success.
Wow. You gave them the same treatment as that giant rock.
Home sweet home.
Whoa! This place is so cool!
That's the resonating arena. Don't mention it. It was not. I wish I could show you around, but I need to get home.
Oh, did you remember something important? You really...
Oh, no, not at all. We made it in time. There's just something important I have to do. Otherwise, I'll be a lethargic, dizzy, hunger-addled mess. The perils... Anyway, I'm sorry, but I gotta get some food in me. Like yesterday. We can meet back up at the arena. See you soon!
And she's off. Wow, talk about whiplash. 1 second she's chill and laid back. The spirit of youth. Anyway, why don't we take a look around in the meantime? The view must be amazing from up there.
Get to work! Rev the engines! Take me up!
Oh, you're here already!
Yep, my dad whipped up something.
No wonder you look so refreshed.
That's right. Uncle Coddle is our chief, by the way. Who better than... I've never given an official tour before.
Of course! That sounds great!
Okay. Whew. My place is over there. See that fruit stand out front?
You have a fruit stand in front of your house?
You guessed it. We live really close to the main entrance of the tribe. So that's also when my parents start work. So that...
And then you all work in the orchard together.
Well, knowing it's time to get up, and most of the time I end up
Oh, Paimon gets you. Sleeping in is the best kind of sleep. Plus, when you have the Traveler to wake you up, it's no big deal. No, that was just a joke.
Well, maybe you can both sleep in sometime. Once I get up, I usually help my parents around the house. After lunch is when my parents do their delivery runs.
Oh, Paimon would love to see the orchard. Can you show us?
Sure thing. We'll go right after this. Coach Yan-san, are you here to do some training?
Nope, just doing some maintenance on the equipment here. Oh, it's you two! Look, I bought this at the stadium the other day.
Wait, we've seen that graffiti design.
It's not easy to get your hands on one of these.
Ooh, I bought a top with that design too. I hung it up right next to my bed. Ooh, you should sign it for me sometime. It would mean the world to...
Oh, I meant to ask, what brings you out here anyway?
We're just doing some adventuring. We don't have any concrete. We ran into Varesa on the road, and she was nice enough to lead us the rest of the way.
It's my pleasure.
Still keeping up with your training, Varesa? No slacking,
Yes, Coach! Did 3 full shuttle runs, just as you and...
Good. Then we'll continue with the training plan. Feel free to use any of the equipment around here. But if you're planning to do strength training...
Of course! Don't need to tell me twice, Coach.
Wait, but isn't a special diet a huge part of bodybuilding? Varesa doesn't need one?
Oh, it's kind of a long story. When she first started training with me, I started her on a standard...
But it left me so hungry. I couldn't...
Yeah, that was my fault. It was just your average Once I studied her eating habits, I was able to tailor it to her needs.
Yeah, Coach is really thoughtful that way. Now I feel like I'm making real progress.
Varesa is currently my top student. She can lift even more than me.
Wait, but you're the coach.
Don't sound so surprised.
Wow, that's amazing! Paimon would have never guessed.
I'm not exaggerating either. Varesa is extremely strong.
Oh, well, it's just because Coach is... Oh, believe me, I'm not. I mean, sure, I can face a few monsters and lift some head, but I'm useless when it comes to fighting other people.
Oh, that makes sense. But what about the pilgrimage?
I've never placed or even made it out of the team.
When it comes to power, it's all about control. Take these weights, for example. It takes strength to lift them, yes, but also to control the weight when you...
I know that, and I can do it just fine during training. But whenever Thanks, I appreciate the support. As long as I keep training, I'm sure I'll get it eventually. Well, we should get going, Coach.
Sounds good. I hope you enjoy your time here.
Take me up!
Good girl, Vanana. Thanks for guarding the house. Now, let me... was just taking a look, not inviting you to wrestle. Next, oh, this is Vanana. She keeps watch over the orchard when no one's here. She's a tough little thing, but...
Did you say little? She...
Anyway, this...
Whoa! Look at all the fruit! It looks delicious.
This is the Collective of Plenty, after all. Being so close to the volcano makes this especially the fruit. We sell a lot to the other tribes, give some to family and friends, and keep the rest for ourselves.
Well, if you have to live next to a volcano, at least you get something good out of it.
That's right. But since we're here, why don't we pick some and have ourselves a little snack?
Wait, but didn't you just eat?
Yeah, but there's always room for dessert. Plus, we don't have to pick that many. A few dozen should do it. You know that fruit stand in front of my house? Well, as a kid, whenever my dad was working at the stand, I would tug on his shirt and ask for a piece of fruit. I would scarf it down in a heartbeat and then ask for another. Before long, people would gather around just to watch. My dad told me I made the fruit look so delicious, the customers would ruffle my hair and say, "It's good to have a healthy appetite. You'll grow up big and strong for sure." I mean, what kid doesn't like a compliment? So I would smile, which would...
Aw, that's so cute! Plus,
With all that said, it also helped that our fruit actually tastes really good. And I'm not just saying that. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Oh, and there's an epic feast showdown in a few days, so we're providing a bunch of the fruit for the desserts.
Epic Feast Showdown?
Oh, sorry. It's basically a speed dating contest. We need to prepare, so don't worry about anything going to waste. Okay.
Alright! Where should we start? Why is there a mushroom over there?
Oh, that kind of mushroom. They kind of appeared out of nowhere when we first planted the orchard. They grow really fast and don't require any water or fertilizer. Oh, you can grill them, stir-fry them, or...
A mushroom that tastes like a fruit? That's it.
Yep, that could be. Anyway, as far as I'm concerned, if it tastes like a fruit, go ahead. Pick as much as you want. Might as well get some mushrooms too, and I'll whip up something... Go ahead. Pick as... I'll grab some of this. And a few of these. I'll grab some of this. And a few of these. Full throttle!
rise like smoke. Take me up.
Whoa, that's quite the haul.
Well, you need a bunch of ingredients for the eating competition, right? Thought we'd give you... Oh, and you were right about the fruit. Paimon tried one, and it was one of the sweetest, juicy... Also, Paimon tried one of the mushrooms, too. In a weird way, we should call them berry shrooms. Oh, wait. Something tells Paimon that's...
Well, thanks to your help, we can call it early today. Oh, I promised you a meal, didn't I? I'll be right back. I'm not the greatest cook, so it's nothing special.
Don't sell yourself short. It looks great. Paimon can smell the umami from here. Whoa! This is completely different from the raw taste.
I'm glad. This kind of mushroom is a favorite in the tribe. But it's not well known out. Actually, we're hoping to use the upcoming competition to introduce it. Hey, you two should sign up. Only if you want to, of course.
Oh, you mean the Epic Feast Showdown? Yeah, Paimon would love to sign up. She might not do very well.
Don't worry. You can tap out at any time. Nothing.
Oh, good. Wait.
You never know until you try. Oh, besides, from what I just saw... Well, anyway, winning isn't the point. Just think of it as an opportunity to try our local delicacies.
Oh, good point. Nice! Then let's sign up together! Time for Paimon to...
Let's rock!
Try and stop me!
Oh, hey, you're here.
It's been a while. When Varesa told me you signed up for the Epic Feast Showdown, I could barely believe it. Sounds like Varesa might finally be in for a challenge this year.
Honestly, I'm not even that good.
What's wrong? Sounds like you're still half asleep.
Just, hungry. It's competition day, so...
Not much longer, Varesa. Atoli's firing up the ovens as we speak.
Got it. I can... wait.
About the competition. Usually you have to pay for the food if you don't finish. But when I heard you two were coming, I talked to Atoli and we agreed to waive your...
Really? So we get to eat for free? Awesome! Now we can just take it easy and box up whatever we don't finish!
Please, it's our pleasure. You've done so much for Natlek. When the Abyss invaded, we weren't hit with large waves of monsters. As the Guardians of Tolan, we couldn't stand by and do nothing. Varesa was a key member of that... Varesa?
Oh, right. Yes, I was there. I brought so many there were abyss tumors all around the summit, agitating the magma. But once the Pyro Archon did her thing, we were able to smash them to
Looking back on it, the goal was probably to hold us up so we couldn't send reinforcements to the areas around the stadium.
Good point. Your tribe must be full of great warriors with all the training you... Oh, and you mentioned something about the...
The volcano is very important to us. Our people rose to the challenge of living in this environment.
That's right. The Natlanese are never ones to although, whenever we spot unusual...
Oh, so there's a lot more to this place than... hold on. Where did Varesa go?
Oh, I just saw her leave. I thought someone must have called for her.
My guess is that she followed the scent of the food.
Let's go check on her. Paimon understands the torture of it.
I'll lead the way.
Oh, that smell. So delicious. Juicy mushrooms, melted cheese, mouth-watering steak.
Ah, look who it is. I thought I felt an intense energy around here. I know better than to get between you and... The food just needs a few more minutes. Here, this should tide you over in the meantime.
Wait, is this priest?
Varesa! You really did head straight for the kitchen.
Oh, it's you. Sorry. I completely spaced. The next thing I knew, I was all the way over here with a bowl of stew in my hands.
Prep took longer than usual, so I had to push back the competition. Sorry for making you wait, Varesa.
No worries, Uncle Atoli. You're delicious.
Oh, that sounds more like the Varesa we know.
I become completely useless when I'm hungry.
That's perfectly normal. It takes a lot of energy to train the way you do. You do know what I mean, right? Try to do too much.
Oh boy. Paimon!
So, when is the competition supposed to start? Not sure I can wait much longer.
1 sec. I'll go check.
We're all set. Time to gather the contestants, Coddle. The show...
Got it! Let's head to the venue. The food will be brought out.
Finally! Oh, I'm so ready to dig in.
It smells so good! Varesa had the right idea. It's definitely worth the wait. Yeah, we could maybe finish one portion between the two of us. And even that's a stretch. But one portion each? There's no chance.
Time to dig in. Thanks for the food, Uncle Atoli.
Whoa! Hold on! Varesa's plate looks completely different than ours!
I forgot to mention, the competition actually has 2 levels. The regular challenge and the Varesa challenge. The Varesa challenge is only for people who have completed the regular challenge in the past. It's named after Varesa because, well, so far, she's the only one who's been able to...
You're kidding. You had to invent a whole new challenge just for her?
Believe me, if Varesa competed in the same class as everyone else, the winner would be decided before the competition even started. Only one other person has come close to beating the Varesa challenge. And that would be the Pyro Archon herself. Of course, she breezed through the normal level, but the Varesa challenge was still too much, even for her. Back then, it was all part of an investigation. You see, the Pyro Archon covers all expense. The Speaker's Chamber thought something had to be wrong. Maybe there was a mistake in the accounts. But Once the Archon finally saw Varesa's appetite in action, that.
Whoa. Okay, you're saying Malika had these portions, and she just breezed through? You're right. Let's go. Paimon's gonna defend her honor with everything she's got! Whoa. Tender, juicy... Oh, you gotta try this one too, Traveler! It's Alright. That's it. Paimon taps out. All this time. And it doesn't look like we've made any progress. Oh, Paimon's ready to throw in the towel. Okay, Paimon's tried as hard as she could, but... You know what? There really should be a Paimon challenge. Paimon's smaller than the rest of you. It's no fair for her portion to be the same.
Let's hear it for Varesa, who has once again completed the challenge. And with a 10% increase in portion size, it's a new personal best.
Well done, Varesa.
Amazing job! Oh, it's nothing. Uncle Atoli's food is just too good.
You actually finished it?
Huh? Why wouldn't I be?
You don't feel bloated? Or like you're gonna throw up?
Oh, nope. I feel good, actually. Satisfied, you know? Thanks. This is my specialty, after all. Not that it's good for anything outside these competitions. If I'm honest, I'd rather be like you or Kochi-an-san. A hero brave enough to stand against the abyss.
Don't worry, Varesa. For someone as talented as you, it's only a matter of time before you shine in the arena.
Ian-san, did you beat the...
Of course. The regular challenge is easy for me. I've attempted the Varesa challenge a few times too, but never even came close.
Okay, there has to be more to this than... By the end, it was like the meat turned into one big greasy blob.
Oh, that's when you balance it out with some mushrooms. The ones from my well, that's what I did anyway. As soon as the food came out, I set a few mushrooms to the side so they wouldn't soak up too much oil. Or get too mushy. That way, you have something fresh and
Oh, so that's the secret!
That's right. You tried them yourselves, remember? If it tastes like... I think more people from outside the tribe would beat the challenge if they knew about that mushroom.
Ian-san, some of the contestants are looking for you. Something about being ready to train?
They want to exercise. After all that food?
Yeah, go tell them to take it.
Well, how did everyone do, Uncle Atoli?
Almost half finished the regular challenge. I believe that's a record. Either the contestants are getting more experienced?
Everything was delicious.
Thank you. When cooked at high heat, that mushroom... Oh, and since you're new here, I should mention something else about that mushroom. It's an excellent addition to any dish, but there are actually two varieties. There's not much to note about the red ones. Sell them, eat...
Huh? Why's that?
That's just what a scholar from Sumeru said when the orchard first opened. No one knows the reason. We just do as we're told. Whenever a green mushroom pops up in the orchard, I pick it and eat it.
Okay, because that's not weirdly specific at all.
Well, of course. Who wouldn't be intrigued by something like that? Oh, by the way, Varesa, I'm almost out of red mushrooms. Could you...
Of course, Uncle Atoli. Want to come with you too?
What do you think, Traveler? Paimon wouldn't mind working off some of that food. Paimon will take that as a yes. All right, let's go. Thanks for the food, Atoli.
Haha, my pleasure.
Let's ride! Full throttle!
to that. Oh, something on your mind? Is it the green mushrooms don't appear that? If anything, I would.
Wait, is that one right there? Huh.
See? There's nothing special about it except the color. Give me 1 sec. I'll start a fire and grill it right up.
Paimon's gonna pass on this one. She's way...
You mean why we have to pick and eat the green mushrooms right away? To be honest, I'm curious too. Uncle Atoli has a point though. Curiosity can be a bad thing. If we stop doing what the sky...
You could look into it at least.
Yeah, but... my tribe is more... I know the truth is important too, but... I don't have the right to make a decision that could put the people... In other words... command the truth?
Yeah, we don't have to stop following the scholar's orders. We can start by gathering information.
You know, you remind me of another hero from our tribe. Just like you, she was full of courage and never stopped challenging and exploring the unknown. She's my idol. Actually, could you give me a moment? Oh, 3, 2, 1. So, where should we start with the investigation? Oh, the green mushroom, you mean?
Well, the Traveler is a lot more...
Oh, I see. Oh, that...
So, notice anything, Traveler? Just like Varesa said. Guess it was the same for all of us.
Finally, a worthy devotee after all this time.
Who said that?
No need for alarm. There is only one among you who piqued my interest, and that is the one with gold. Now, I shall grant you all the honor of becoming my first subjects in the... Now. You were the ones who wanted to learn more about my origins.
Origins? Wait.
So you do know how to use your brain, young one. You'll excuse me if I have no interest in you. Craven and dull-witted as you...
Hey, watch it, buddy!
Let me remind you, it was your own curiosity that... I only granted you this audience because I saw potential in you. I am the Sage Lord...
Sage Lord? Good one. Did you come up with that yourself?
You mock my name? All you do is make a mockery of your... Of course, the Sage Lord of Fungi is too dignified for petty arguments with lesser organisms.
Sure doesn't sound like it.
That's enough out of you. What's wrong with you humans? You should be full of reverence at this point. In that case, I don't know what went wrong, but you lack the trust. However, I am willing to share my sagely knowledge with you. As with all seekers of said knowledge, all you have to do is prove...
Look! More green mushrooms right in front of us!
These clones are my most loyal subjects, as well as the keepers of my If you want answers, then gather your... It might be advisable to brush up...
The voice is gone. Finally, talking in our heads without permission, spewing a bunch of nonsense.
So, do you think what he said was true?
Maybe, but most of it sounded like hot air to pump.
True. That conversation in our...
And it proves these mushrooms aren't regular mushrooms at all.
I guess this is the beginning of our hero...
Well, we have one thing going for us. We've faced much...
Did you hear that? Sounds like someone's mad.
You're spying on us?
No response. Guess he's not gonna...
Well, he said his subjects hold the clues to his secrets. Who knows if he was telling the truth? But we can't just ignore the green... Okay, so this one is red. Ah! Fungus! It turned into a fungus! In that land of all...
So this is one of his subjects?
Bull warrior compliment? Much appreciate. No! Bull warrior natural enemy.
Careful, Varesa! This is a kind of monster from Sumeru, even though it looks cute.
A monster? Aw, that's too bad. I was hoping we could be friends.
Mercy! Mercy! Food is sacred! Everything else, waste! That's all I know. Promise!
It turned back into a normal mushroom.
You mean that food is sacred?
Well, that's a whole bunch of nothing. What? Oh, a green mushroom! And it turned into a fungus! Okay, let's go on the initiative. Hey, you...
As our Sage Lord stated, you must demonstrate your wits to receive.
Okay, so it turns out this one can talk.
Riddle? Oh, I'm not good at that.
That sounds like a problem for your friends. Enough chatter. Why are all the mushrooms in this orchard willing to become the subjects of the sage?
Aw, man!
Because you're his clones, right? I remember.
Alas, no wits in sight. The answer could never be that simple. What? How did you get that so fast?
Oh.
Sumeru mushrooms! Of course! Paimon can't believe she didn't think...
Wait, does that mean everyone in Sumeru is into puns? Huh.
No, we just, have a lot of experience.
Well, since you have proven the act of eating is not only a physical necessity, but also mushrooms like us are the Sage Lord's intermediaries.
Oh, so that's why he...
So you're saying if we want to talk to him again, all we have to do is eat... No, wait, don't turn back into a regular mushroom! Oh, too late.
Well, if eating is a sacred ritual...
Oh, good thinking, Varesa! Oh, but we should probably pick this one first since it's a green mushroom. Hey, there are two fungi over there!
Have you figured out how you're going?
Of course! Any random question should do the trick. They don't look very smart to me.
Wow, cool! You green caps are so wise. Just...
It's all progressing as expected. Oh, please tell us how to conduct the ceremony, and I shall respond. Nothing in life comes for free. You have two choices. And...
Ew! And they'll say, no, I'm stumped. I can't think...
They're humans, idiot. They don't have caps or spores.
All right. Duh.
And then I'll say, ha! You can't even answer the most basic of...
Yeah.
Of course, they're so dense, it might actually take them that long to realize that. If eating is a ritual, then...
I mean, obviously it's the cook.
Did they just give us the answer?
Who goes there?
Do you think we're the dense ones? Look in the mirror, buddy.
A floating pale organism out of nowhere. My cap.
No, wait, don't disappear! At least explain yourselves first! So, we passed the test? Where's the sense of... So much for gathering our wits. We didn't have to use our brains at all. Oh, well. The important thing is the Sage Lord of Fungi wants us to use cooking to establish...
That sounds right. Uncle Atoli did say, when you cook this mushroom...
Right! That was the case when you grilled them in the... Okay, let's give it a try.
Definitely. But we should...
Good call. It's best for everyone to be... Okay, so it felt pretty normal in the moment, but hearing...
So, The mushrooms in the orchard are sent.
Yeah, without your investigation, who knows what.
Thanks for looking into it, and for
What a relief.
It does sound far-fetched, but we know you're not one to lie, Varesa. Besides, thanks to you, we now know something.
Yeah, just let me know if there's anything I can do.
Wow, that didn't take much convincing.
Oh, wait. You said the mushrooms needed to be cooked at high heat, right? I can do that for you right now. I'll be quick. All right, I'm back. I used cast iron, so it should be hot enough.
Whoa, it smells delicious! Suddenly Paimon's hungry again.
Well,
Wait, that's his voice!
Looks like you stumbled upon the right path. But this temperature does not demonstrate. Did you really think some common stove could generate enough heat to earn the acknowledgement? Humans are such a disappointment. You can solve my riddles when the but as soon as there are no more hints, not a shred of intelligence inside. Do try and use your brain this time.
How did it go? Did you hear the...
Annoying minutes of a mushroom! The Sage Lord of Fun Guy said the heat's still not high enough.
Not high enough, huh? I guess that... Attention, everyone! We need items that...
I'll see what I can do.
Leave it to me.
we should take a look too.
Definitely. What
Nothing concrete, but it spews out all kinds of stuff. Maybe there's some.
Awesome! Let's go! Let's fly.
Let's ride. Let's ride. Yeah! Try and stop me.
Hey, there should be some avatars of lava somewhere along this path. Their cores are really hot. It might be just.
You know, when you think about how
Yeah, but without you, we would have never gotten this far. I mean,
Right. So, even if you wanted...
yeah, this opportunity was a long time.
Varesa doesn't seem competitive most of the time, though.
Yeah, well, I don't really like fighting or competing, to be honest. Simple day-to-day happiness. Still, I've learned a lot from Kojian-san. She taught me that strength is a means rather than an end. We get stronger so we can use our strength when it counts. Like during the Abyss invasion. So no matter how scared I feel, I know I have to... Thanks. All right. Oh, looks like we can make this jump.
Uh-oh! A falling rock!
That avatar of lava pushed it down. Come on, let's charge!
Charge?
Yeah! Kapow! Hi! Done and dusted.
Oh, let's see!
A few more chunks like this, and we should be good. Careful! 3 avatars of lava ahead! Fill our path! Eat lava! Eat papa! Get him!
Oh no, not good! The volcano is acting up again!
Get to work!
What is that? It looks like a giant weasel thief. Is there a great towing weasel thief or something?
We call it a furnace shell mountain weasel. It's very aggressive, so be careful.
Strike a pose! What a great haul! A bunch of seeing eyes?
I think that's its back armor. It shoots out phlogiston, so it can. My dad told me about them once. Creatures that live in the vault. This piece of armor might produce even higher temperatures than the seeing eyes. We'll get those mushrooms super hot. Oh, well, even though I don't like fighting, sometimes, for example, I've read a lot of stories about heroes, and my favorite hero has. Theatena's most iconic feature was her mask. So I decided to make one just like hers. So now, whenever I wear the mask, it's like there's a little piece. At the same time, though, I guess it's.
Oh, you really think so?
Really? I feel like I need to. But the longer I put off taking that step.
Yeah, you had the courage to.
Oh,
Besides, Paimon thinks you're doing.
thanks for believing in me, you two. And I won't give up. Not until I can face. After that pep talk, I feel like my appetite.
You're hungry already? Paimon hasn't even finished digesting.
Come on, let's head back to the tribe. We'll earn that mushroom's recognition this.
Let's ride.
We're back! And we found a bunch of stuff to use!
Great. We're almost done with the preparation.
I've managed to get these iron chunks red hot.
Yeah, and since we need really high temperatures,
And I got a bunch of buckets of lava on.
Yeah, but the things we brought aren't your typical.
Well, that mushroom started it, right, everyone?
yeah, we'll see what sort of excuses it can come up with.
Thanks for the help, everyone. It really.
All right, let's see what we have here. Huh? The armor of a furnace shell mountain weasel?
No, it erupted out of nowhere, and then the weasel appeared, and then, Well, anyway, we got this in the end.
Either way, this is something special. Back when I was training to be a chef, this kind of armor produces intense localized heat. It's great for fish because you can get a nice sear on one side without. Anyway, let's get started.
All right.
Whoa, the fragrance is so much more intense. And what's with this weird mist? Wait, no, something's not right. Where are we? Where did everyone go?
I have no idea. We just showed up here.
Huh? Is something wrong?
That's a cuddle. Chief, we don't know where we are.
What? I know it's hard to see through this mist, but Aren't you here at the tribe with the rest of us? No. What are you feeling?
Because you are the only worthy devotees, of course.
Evil jerk of a mushroom, so this is what you look like!
He does look a bit more evil than the other mushrooms we met.
I am no longer concerned with your insolence. On the contrary, I am satisfied with your performance. So, of course, I have a goal of my own. Let me reiterate once more. The great sage lord of fungi that...
The only way any...
Now, don't be hasty. It's inadvisable to cherish this opportunity. It may... As you know, Tivat is not a peaceful place. The gods wage war against one another. Monsters, but then humanity
If we want to become strong,
Woohoo! Those monsters are no match for me!
And so, the humans worshipped me as their savior.
You really expect us to believe that? Besides...
Such arrogance! Take that back and apologize.
You wish!
I mean, those monsters really don't look that scary.
You insignificant mortals boast of strength? Show no mercy! Charge! Heads up! Yeah! Yeah! Hi! Yeah! Well fought! You see? You ate a fair amount of my clones.
Huh.
I'll admit, you're not entirely...
No, don't just... well, which...
Yeah, let's go. I think he's trying to...
I soon became humanity's faith, and, with my power, created countless clones, with which I could bestow food is a scarce resource. And as my subjects gave themselves in service, either as civilians or warriors, I rewarded them with much... What are you insinuating?
Well, it's possible people couldn't afford...
Yeah, but now even Saurians have more...
Sustenance and strength. Such are the... Once you become my subjects, all you have... What do you mean? What?
Right. If the humans dedicated themselves and served... But I've read a lot of woven scrolls about the heroes of
Of course not. I was in a different nation at the time. I don't suppose you know their...
Yeah, and we didn't hear anything about a mushroom civilization.
I never said it was Sumeru. I have no idea where that assumption is coming from. A trivial detail. You know what? You don't deserve to know what happened next.
Yeah, if you want us to respect you, stop being...
True. If we don't know how the story ends, it doesn't...
All right, fine. Same rules as before. If you want the truth, if you fail to prove your worth, good luck getting another detail out of me.
He ran off.
Oh. Uh-huh.
He jumped down from here! So it looks like we just need to... Is something wrong, Traveler? Off? How?
That's how I feel too. Based on his personality, if he won't tell us how things turned out... Besides, how did he even get from Sumeru to Natlan? Seems like he's avoiding that subject too. And through it all, he still hasn't given up on recruiting us. Even...
Yeah. He seemed pretty annoyed with our questions. What?
But why?
All right, sounds like a plan. Let's go.
you can. If you can figure out which way to go, of course.
Absolutely insufferable. Come on, let's find him.
Time to roll. Leave this to me. I'll clear a path for you. I think we can get these mushrooms to form a path. We just need to wait for the right timing.
Get a load of this.
Watch out, Varesa!
Don't worry about me. I've got this. Here I go! Get back on track. Get back on track. Running late again.
A dead end?
Jump up. Let it give us a ride. Oof. All right, this should be good. Get ready and jump!
Backed into a corner, huh?
We've got you this time!
Ow! Well, that hurt, you know. You humans have some...
How did we lose him?
Not again. Although, I think I pulled something off of him.
A ball of mist. Oh no, it's spreading. Ah, they're gonna eat us. Gonna eat us. Eat us.
Ungrateful humans! At this rate, I won't have any clones left. The more my clones are consumed, the less power I have. Why am I... My power is all but spent, but it was still enough to control a single human at least. Now all of Sumeru knows how scrumptious my mushrooms are. So if I want to grow, I must relocate. And if I want it to happen fast, I need suitable environment. You! Take me somewhere hot. The hotter the better.
Yes, my lord.
Is this the place, human?
Yes. This is a volcano in a land far to the west. The temperatures here get very high. It should be a most suitable location. I shall now find a good place to plant you, my lord, so that your mycelial majesty...
Yes, proceed. Huh? An earthquake? No, a volcanic eruption!
So that's how it ended. No wonder you tried to hide it from us. It's pretty embarrassing.
I thought he said people formed communities around this mushroom and used it as their main source of...
Yeah, but it looks like his following got too big and he couldn't keep up with the demand.
Huh. He used the mushrooms as his main recruitment tactic.
Which means the more mushrooms the humans ate...
Wow. So his following...
Nope. Which explains why there aren't any records about... In the end, he mind-controlled a human to bring him to Natland and then got buried under a...
Yeah. For who knows how long. When we were talking to him earlier, he seemed kinda...
Well, he has been living under a... But clearing out this area for your orchard finally allowed him...
Yeah, that sounds right. Wait, but if everything we saw is true, that means this mushroom has mind...
Hold on. Do you remember what he showed us? A group of humans worshipping a giant muck ball when he started running out of power.
Oh, yeah. Maybe that's why he doesn't seem...
Oh? Why?
All right. Then let's find this mushroom.
The environment changed again. Nothing can faze Paimon at this point.
Let's keep looking. He can't hide forever.
Get to work! Kapow! Hero incoming! Yeah!
So you made it this far. Impressive. In that case...
He hid himself in the statue. What should we do? Actually, that checks out. We're just gonna smash it, right? Cool.
Justice o'clock! Boof! Hands up! Too strong! Look out below!
We've got you this time, nasty mushroom! We know all your schemes.
We thought you were just a mushroom that happened to taste good. But now we know how dangerous you are.
It would seem you're not completely devoid of intelligence. Did you think I was running away because I was scared? Well, this is a world of my creation. My schemes have been exposed, you say. No matter. My goal...
What?
Although I prefer to call myself the Sage Lord of Fungi, you now behold the god Bifrons, the sole protagonist in this endless Indeed, foolish, shallow, and ungrateful humans. Have you forgotten your savior during this time of war? You have no food in which to satiate your hunger. No means with which to counter the hordes of monsters. And just one word, and you could have had my protection. But no matter, my plan has already succeeded. What you saw when you cooked the mushrooms was not mist. And that's where their true power lies. Because, given a bit of time to grow, you see, considering my current level of power, I had no way to create and you delivered one to me on a...
So, you kept running away from us
Precisely. Before long, the green mushrooms will multiply at an unstoppable... Then, I shall reclaim my dignity and status as a god.
You have no concept of time, do you? Newsflash,
Nonsense! Is that not the source of your suffering? All I hear in this land is war this and war that. If you fear the Ark...
Pretty sure they're talking about the war against the Abyss.
Huh?
The Archon War? I guess I've heard about that once or twice, but...
Ha! I see what's going on here. You're using lies and You know, my original plan was to imprison you here until the end of time. Once nothing is left of this land but an endless field of mushrooms, I'll set you free. You get... Now, I was going to offer you a glimmer of hope by allowing you to pledge yourselves to me and take on the burden of managing my kingdom. But now, the deal is off. What did you say?
The Traveler explained everything. The only reason I could hear you is because I've eaten so many mushrooms of-
Yeah, and Paimon ate a whole bunch during the competition. Paimon's small, so it didn't take as many mushrooms for her to be affected. Point being, most people would have to eat a monstrous amount of mushrooms to even hear you over the buzz of a mosquito. So you latched onto us as a group of people who can actually hear your voice. In other words...
You said your mushrooms need time to grow. Which means you don't have enough power to keep-
I may not have my former strength, but keeping a few humans right where I want them is a small task. Because you definitely can't.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, if he was telling the truth, we need to get back to the
Oh, no! You must be bluffing! A few measly humans couldn't possibly be that powerful. And what's this about a war against the Abyss?
Paimon's not gonna waste one more word on this guy. Let's go!
What should we do?
Worried? Ha ha ha! Don't be! It's just a few mushrooms. Atoli!
Get ready to feast!
Ooh.
More, please! Guess it's time to dig in!
Stop this at once! Huh?
What a great meal!
And with that, we took. Now, care to tell? Someone planted a god in Varesa.
Yeah, we know not every god that's still around is super strong.
Also, didn't he have his facts all wrong? He kept going on about some kind of Archon War.
Ah, well, Natlan was never part of the Archon War, so it rarely comes up around these parts.
Whoa, hold on.
Of course, the infighting between the dragons pretty much took over
Yep, that checks out. Living under a rock all those years, Mushroom God wakes up, thinking it's still...
Little did he know, our lives are
So what do we do now? It can't be easy to slay a god.
I guess it's back to business as usual. As long as we keep... Actually, Alright, here's good. So, it's not anything super important. Your encouragement gave me the courage to investigate the green mushrooms and helped me resolve it. And maybe this sounds weird considering everything, but it was a... Oh, why's that? You're right. I never thought my appetite would save the day. It's pretty, but it's like you said. All it takes is a little. If I start to doubt myself in the future.
Hey, you two! Akata was saying that since a scholar from Sumeru warned the tribe about the mushrooms, someone there must know about the mushroom god. Should we go check it out? Couldn't hurt.
Oh, good point. But if we're heading to the academia, I need to get permission from Uncle.
Right, and it's not a quick trip. We have to cross the...
Good idea. Let's check it out.
Oh, Catherine's back! And isn't that Tainari?
Word from the speaker's chamber was that an Emerta scholar happened to be conducting research.
Yep, you're an expert, so you must know all about...
Yeah, the mushrooms started popping up in our orchard. Of course. You're welcome anytime. I wanted to ask, though. You said...
Zamaran?
You know that name?
Yeah, Paimon calls it Sheesh Room. It's absolutely huge! Way more impressive than the puny We should go see Zamaran one of these days!
Ooh, I'll come. It'll be nice. I would never.